Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited to have you here. Today, as you can see, I have my little TBR back here. I'm going to be picking a TBR for this month. Hopefully I can stick to it. I doubt it, but we're gonna see. We're gonna try. I'm gonna make one and then whatever happens, happens. We got the sauce jar here today with all of the little prompts in it. So this is just gonna be the TBR jar. This is what we're gonna use to pick from my TBR. I've never made a TBR before. I don't know if I'm gonna stick to it. Honestly, this is just gonna be books that I can pick from to read this month. I'm very much a mood reader. I prefer to just look at a book and be in the mood for it and then pick that one. But we're gonna try something a little different here today. We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna pick our first one. So I have the longest title book for this one. Longest title is in, would that be longest titles in letters or words? Alright, so we were in between The House of the Cerulean Sea and The Invisible Life of Addie LaRae, and this one ended up having more letters in it, so this is our first pick of the month. I was trying to think of what book I wanted to read next, and this was kind of the first one in my brain, so it's good that we have this one picked. Now, I do already have a TBR stack, and I don't have enough room to put an actual TBR stack, so we're just gonna pretend like this is sitting over here and you can actually see it. Next up, my least favorite book cover. Ooh, I really don't know. I'm going to go with Me Before You for this one. I don't know, I don't love it. It reminds me of like a chocolate bar or something, and I don't know why, but I just think this is kind of boring. I don't love the font. I don't love this little thing over there, so this is probably my least favorite cover. So this is gonna be next up on the TBR. I really don't know how many of these I'm gonna pick, because I don't even know if I'm gonna read any of them, to be honest. Just really honest here. But I'll probably pick like 6-ish, 6 to 8, we'll see. So the next one is a book with a pretty cover. I guess that works. So for this one, I'm picking between 3. So we have The Adventures of Amina Al-Safari. I think that the cover of this one's so cool. I like the pirate ship and like the water. I think it's really cool. I don't know, I really like that one. And then next we have The House of the Cerulean Sea. I mean, come on, it just is cute. And then the little pages, super cute. And then we have next is Under the Whispering Door. I like the vibe of these covers. I think they're really cool, and again they have the painted edges, which I really like. Honestly, for this one I think we're gonna have to go with The House in the Cerulean Sea, just because look at how sweet it is. It's so cute. I like the beach. I love this little rock thing. I don't know, it's just cute. It seems very fun and cartoony. I don't know, it just is sweet. I think it's sweet. So this is the third one on the list. This jar is so ugly. But this is just gonna be our saucy TBR jar or something. I don't know. That's all I have. Book from your favorite genre. I have to say, I think my favorite genre is probably thriller. So I got all of my thrillers pulled out. So these are all of them. Now I don't know if these two are thriller or not. I feel like they're sci-fi, so I'm not going to pick them out. If they are thriller, I apologize. I didn't know. But first we have Reckless Girls. I picked this one up like dirt cheap at the store, so I figured I could give it a try. So I have that one. Then we have False Witnesses by Karen Slaughter. We have A Good Marriage. I put this one in like my most anticipated reads, I think, video, so I'm very excited to read that one. I think it's gonna be really good, but since I am so excited about it, I don't know if I want to pick it. And we have Pieces of Her, another Karen Slaughter, and Girl Forgotten, also by Karen. Now I totally thought that the Karen Slaughter books, I thought they were part of a series, which I don't actually think that they are. I think that was kind of a lie. Oh well, hopefully they're all good. Then we have Perfect Marriage. I don't remember much about these. I don't remember anything of what they're about, and I don't particularly want to read the back, so I'm probably just not going to. We have The Silent Patient, another really anticipated one, and then Not a Happy Family. I don't even know if this is thriller. The back just says fiction. I'm just gonna say that it is thriller because that's what I thought it was whenever I bought it. So these are the books that we are picking from. Of all of these, I'm least excited to read Reckless Girls, so I think that one's going to end up being my pick, just because I like to save the books that I'm more excited to read for later, and I read the ones that I'm not excited for first. Kind of backwards, but keeps his anticipations high. All right, we're going in for number 5. give them a little good shake or something in there. A book matching the season. I think we're still in summer. I feel like it's not fall until September 21st. Let me fact check because I feel like that's true. Yes, that's right, but it's 23rd. But that means that we were technically still in summer, so I have to pick out a summer book. I don't know if that means like pick out a like actually dig into it and find which ones are summery, or just look at them and which ones look summery. I'm just gonna do that. These are just the ones that are giving me summer vibes in the moment. So first off, we have Every Summer After. Summer vibes. Then we have Malibu Rising. They are surfing. Obviously you can surf not in the summer, but makes me feel like summer. Then We Were Liars. Again, they're like in the ocean, so these are just like my feelings. I just feel like they're summer. They could not be, but they just feel summer to me, which is why we picked them. And then lastly, Where the Crawdads Sing. Just feels summer. Feels summer. So I would say out of these, I think I'm gonna go with Where the Crawdads Sing. I just watched this movie not too long ago with my mom, and after I watched it, I was like, I kind of want to actually go read the book. So I think this is going to be the winner overall. I think I'm gonna go with a few more just because I want to expand my horizons. I want to challenge myself to read more because I feel like I've been slacking. A book with a 5-word title. Let's see. Alright, so for this one I only had one that had 5 in the title, and that is The Adventures of Mina El Safari. Again, this one's part of a series, and I shouldn't put it in here, but I did. So now I don't necessarily want to read it because I like to read my series more back to back because I can't remember anything that happens in my series ever. So when I read them really spaced out, or I'm trying to wait for the next book to come out, I can't remember anything that happened, so that's a little scary, but I could try something different. I could try something new. I think I heard that this one could be read as a standalone if I'm not mistaken, so that might make it a little bit easier than leaving it on a cliffhanger, because if you leave my book on a cliffhanger, I will not remember by the time I pick up the second book, which is why I have to read them back to back. Maybe we can try it out with this one, see what we think, but this one is the next pick that we've got. I think we're gonna go with 8. That's the number that I try to get to doing my monthly recaps. I try to have 8 books at least. Obviously this month I was slacking. Oh, I guess last month. Obviously last month I was slacking a little bit. I only got like 6, so we're gonna try to make up for that. So we have a romance book. We're just gonna jump full in with the romance, and we've got Credence by Penelope Douglas. I'm not even gonna lie. I got this because I literally saw somebody on TikTok was like, oh, this book is really good. And that's all. And I was like, okay, good enough for me, right? Because I don't like reading the back and figuring out what this stuff is about. I'd rather you just tell me that it's good. So I put all of my hope, my trust, my faith, everything into this book from that person that I guess recommended it to me. And then after the fact, I found out it was kind of intense. Now I'm a little nervous, I'm a little worried about this, but it's gonna be okay. I'll get through it. Maybe we'll try it. Maybe we'll see. We'll see what this is all about. The fact that I literally have to count these pieces of paper every single time I do a new one because I can't remember what count I'm at. All right, we're going for number 8. A book in a series. So I have 2 books that are part of a series in my little TBR stack. The first one I have is The Starless Crown. I know nothing about this, and I read the back like 3 times when I was at the store. I picked this up from Ollie's. If you know what it is, go get books there. Go look. Go check it out. I read it. I looked at it. I was like, okay, it sounds like it could be interesting. Sounds like it could not be interesting. I don't really know. And then after I found out that it was part of a series, luckily it's book number 1, thankfully, because I did get a book there the other day, like an Ella and Hildebrandt book or something like that, and I found out that it was like the 3rd book in a series, and I didn't know. I'm nervous about this one, man. I'm really nervous. It says a gifted student foretells an apocalypse and her reward is a sentence of death. That's the first one. I don't even know where to get the second one if I like it. And then the second one is For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. I am gonna be completely honest with you. I got this from Target because I had a coupon where if you like buy a certain amount of books, you get like a certain amount of money back or something like that. And I needed like one more book, and I thought this one looked kind of cool. And then it also has the little, again, I can't remember what these pages are called, but they have these pages. And I also liked that it was like a matte book. So I picked this one up. I, again, don't know anything about it. As the only second daughter is born in centuries, Red has one purpose: to be sacrificed to the wolves in the wilderness in hopes he'll return to the world's captured gods. I really don't know which one of these I would rather read. I think, honestly, I'm gonna go with this one. I think this one sounds a little bit more interesting right now. I don't know. Is it? Will it be more interesting? Who knows? I have not the slightest idea. And like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna get to these books at all. I could not read a single one of them. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully I do read some of them, but I could not. That's always a possibility. Alright, so the first book on the TBR for this month is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I think this is about a girl and nobody can see her except for like one guy. So, it sounds very interesting. I am very excited to read this one, so I'm not mad that this one made first up on the TBR. Next up we have Me Before You by Joe Moyers, and this one I've been wanting on Amazon for a while. I picked this one up at Ollie's as well. As like $3 I want to say for this one, and then also I got the second book with it. I think that they made a movie about this if I'm not mistaken, and I think I did watch the movie and I think I did like it. Didn't love the cover of this one, so that's why it is second up on the TBR. Next up we have The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I just think it's so pretty. Look how sweet it is, and then the pages. It's so cute. Love this. And we have Reckless Girls by Rachel Hawkins. Again, got this one at Ollie's for like $3, so not super excited to read this one, but I think it's gonna be good. I think it can be good. I think it will be good. I hope that it's good. Then we have Where the Crawdads Sing by Delilah Owens. Very excited about this one, just watched the movie, so hopefully I do like the book better than the movie. Next up we have The Adventures of Amina Al-Safari. Honestly, I think out of all these, if I had to pick which one I was gonna like not read, it would probably be this one. This would probably be my least excited to read, just because I was more waiting for that second book to come out, so that way if I did like it, I can kind of jump right into it. I think this one's set up to become a trilogy, and I'd rather just wait because it sounds kind of cool. Next, we have Credence by Penelope Douglas. This one was my romance pick, and I'm very nervous about this one. The last book that I picked for my September TBR is The Starless Crown by James Rollins, part of my book in a series, so I would probably get to this over this one. Nonetheless, I still am kind of eager to read it, still kind of excited. It sounds kind of cool. Not too mad. But let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you're pleased with this lineup. Let me know if there was any books on the TBR that you wish that I would have picked over these ones. Let me know what you would have picked over these ones. Also, let me know if you've read any of these and if you liked them, or if you haven't read them but you are eager to read them or are thinking about it. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for helping me pick out my TBR. Please don't get too mad if I don't stick to it at all, because that's a very real possibility. I'm trying this for the first time. Hopefully I can commit to it, but I'm a very big mood reader. We'll say thank you to the sauce jar. Hopefully we get through them. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hopefully will get to see you in the next one. See ya.